We back with another one, man. Don't waste your time, your potential, your value, or your life. Stay focused, man. Stay focused. Do what you're supposed to do. You know. Hold on, y'all. Where's my cat, man? Yeah, man. My fault, y'all. My fault. We back with another one, though. Don't waste your time, your potential, your value, or your life. Stay focused, man. Do what you need to do. Keep grinding. You know. Do what you need to do. Keep grinding, man. Keep showing up for yourself every day. Putting the work in, man. You know, everything that matter for you. For you, man. Stay consistent. Make sure you got consistency. Make sure you feel me, you discipline. I ain't gonna lie. Today I was definitely tired. Like, without a doubt, without a question, man. I'm like, boy, I don't even know if I'm going, you know, I don't know how today gonna go. But hey, I'm like, shoot, I gotta make it through. I gotta get through, push through, stay focused. That's what it's about, man. Staying focused, staying consistent, you know, grinding, showing up for yourself every day, man. Shout out to all the new viewers joining, man. Make sure you hit that sub and that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe and that like button if you're new, man. I appreciate everybody tuning in. What's up? What's up? Shout out Alexander. What's up, Alexander? How you feeling? I appreciate you for tuning in, man. Showing love. How you feeling, man? All the new viewers joining. Make sure you hit that sub and that like button for me. I would appreciate it. You know the saying, don't waste your time, your potential, your value, or your life. Stay focused, man. Keep grinding. Do what you need to do in order to be successful. Keep showing up for yourself, man. You gotta keep showing up for yourself. You gotta keep putting the work in. Take your feelings out of it and keep grinding, man. Keep grinding, keep going, keep making it happen for yourself. It's easy. Well, I ain't gonna say it's easy to give up, but it's hard. It's hard to keep going, and it's hard. Like I always say, man, you gotta pick your hard. You gotta make your choice. You gotta make your decisions. What you really want to do in life. All of that is important. You feel me? Like you gotta understand that whether you quit, it's gonna be hard, or if you keep going, it's gonna be hard. It's all about making the choice because if you quit and you give up, then you ain't gonna have nothing that you achieved. You're not gonna have nothing that you could look at and be like, really grateful for. You feel me? And that holds like a lot of value. Longevity. Um, that's the thing. If you quit, you don't have nothing that was sustainable. A lot of things came and went. So it's important that you make the right choice and you make the right decision in life so you can be successful and you can be at peace with your life, especially like I always say in today, you making the right choices and decisions so you can be at peace in your life and you can live the way that you want to live, creating that type of lifestyle. Now it's like if is you going to want to get up every day and grind and put the work in? No, nobody's going to want to do that. You feel me? Nobody's going to want to, you know, get up every day and do the same thing over and over and over again. It gets tiring. It gets, but like I say, I believe it's a perspective thing. It's the way you look at something. It's like you gotta have a plan for yourself. You gotta have like some type of, you know, something that's gonna set you up. So you can be ahead. Something that could set you up where you could be ahead. Like say when you starting off, you just trying to make something happen for yourself. So you might get you like a part time, full time job, whatever it is, and then down you working towards something. You might be working towards real estate. You might be working towards music. You might be working towards like whatever it is, a business that you trying to own or being an entrepreneur. You have to start somewhere, and you feel me, like put the work in. You're not gonna feel like getting up every day and doing it, but I feel like in the beginning, if you grind and you work hard in the beginning, then later on in life it's going to get better. Things are going to get better. You feel me? And that's what you trying to get to. You trying to put all the work in now, invest in your time, invest in your energy, you feel me, into creating a life that you want for yourself. That's the whole goal of it. You putting all your time, your effort, your energy into investing and creating the life that you want for yourself. Shout out Elijah. What's up, Elijah, man? How you feeling? How you feeling? How you feeling, man? I appreciate you for tuning in, man. I appreciate the love and support for real. What's up? Any new viewers join, and make sure you hit that sub and that like button, man. Make sure you smash that sub and that like button. I appreciate y'all, man, for real. Don't waste your time, your potential, your value, or your life, man. Shout out Julia. What's up, Julia? How you feeling? Appreciate you for tuning in, man. Appreciate the love and support. What's up? What's up? Shout out Jimmy. What's up, Jimmy? How you feeling? How you feeling, man? Appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. If you new, make sure you hit that sub and that like button. What's up, Jimmy? How you feeling? How you feeling? Let me know how y'all feeling tonight, man. How y'all feeling? I hope everybody doing good, man. Julia say good. How about you, man? I'm great. I can't complain, grinding, streaming, talking to my supporters. I appreciate y'all for real. And grinding, man. That's every day, getting up and getting to it, making a way for yourself, creating a life, a certain type of lifestyle for yourself, man. I think it's always two sides, man. You can always look at it in a negative perspective, and you can always look at it in a positive perspective. Like you could be negative on your life or you could be positive, man. It's how you view it. It's how you perceive it. I think the whole thing is being strategic and planning for your life, and having something set up to where you getting your life in order for real. Mm, mm, No, I haven't, Julie. I gotta check it out and see what you talking about. But no, I never seen it though. But yeah, though, it's definitely like it's definitely important that you stay focused, man. You stay positive. You go after the life you want for yourself. You know, I think it's the when you putting in the work, man. It be a lot of work behind. I don't think nothing and this is just my opinion. Like a lot of things, especially like growing and getting older. I just be like, I don't think a lot of things come to you quick. You feel me? Like people don't just start something and then just get the benefits of it so quick. It comes with time. It comes with putting the work in. You feel me? It comes with like letting how can letting like getting the fruits of your labor. Getting something actually out of it from putting the time and work in. In order, like, instead of like, because sometimes I remember I used to think getting into something, and then like doing it and getting it quick means something. Like you could always do something in life and get it fast. When that's not really how it goes. You really gotta put some work in. You really gotta strategize. You really gotta have a plan. You know, a setup. You gotta have a setup and a plan of what you really trying to achieve in life, and actually put the work in, and do what you say you gonna do. It's not, and then once you doing it, it's like things can go AWOL. It might not work out how you want it to work out, so you got to figure out a different way. At the same time though, like I said, but all of us at the same time, we just be figuring it out. Because it's like you can have a plan, but sometimes your plan don't go as planned. So you gotta, so you gotta, so you gotta reroute. Like I always say, man, you got a destination, and the light just cut off. You got a destination. You got a destination in life, and you got a destination in life, and you trying to get somewhere. And when you on the road, you storms, bad rain, roadblocks, all that stuff get in the way of where you trying to get to. You trying to get to your destination, and it's like you gotta reroute, man. When you trying to get to a destination and that way not working no more, you gotta find a different way. You feel me? You gotta take a different route. You gotta get on a different road. Like, and that's how life be. You could be driving, going to where you trying to get to, and then things get in your way. But it's like no matter how much, and you could be real mad, you could be frustrated, no matter how much you pout, no matter how much you cry, no matter how much you whatever you do, it's not gonna change from you getting to your destination if you do all those things. Like you crying, you pouting, you getting mad, you getting frustrated. It's not gonna help you get to the next destination. So all you can do is just feel some type of way because you got feelings, but at the same time though, you gotta be logical and be like, all right, I gotta get to this next destination. So let me turn around, let me figure out another way, and that's how I gotta be in life. You feel me? When you ain't when your job ain't jobbing, when your car ain't carring, when your relationship ain't relationshiping, when friendships ain't friendshipping, man, you gotta reroute. You gotta turn around. You gotta change something. You gotta use logic. You gotta, you know, but still, but still show up for yourself and put the work in for yourself. Still do what you got to do so you can be successful. But when things going AWOL, man, it's okay to feel some type of way. But hey, it is what it is, and reroute. Reroute from whatever you was coming from. Like I said, relationship, job, friendships, whatever it is, man. If it ain't working out the way it was planned, supposed to be planned to work out. Hey, reroute. Reroute and figure it out. You know. That's just how it be, man. That's just how it be in life, man. You gotta figure out another route, change the road, all that type of stuff, man. Cause things don't work out as planned. But like I say, the best thing you could do is be consistent with yourself, be disciplined with yourself, and showing up and keep showing up. No excuses, no procrastinate, man. Just start. When something don't work out how you planned it to work out, should reroute and figure something else out. Because once you reroute and figure something else out, and even if you do change what you was doing over here, and then you try to do something over here and that don't work, that don't mean give up. That don't mean stop. Sometimes you just gotta figure out what's for you. You gotta find that certain way that's gonna work for you. That's what it is. You can't just you I tried this like 10, 20 times. I tried it like 30, 50, 40, 50 times and it's not working for me. Nah, that don't necessarily mean give up just because it wasn't working for you 30, 40, 50 times, man. It just mean you got to keep trying, you know? I gotta keep working. I gotta keep strategizing. I gotta keep planning. I gotta keep being consistent. I gotta see what work. I gotta see what don't work. I gotta all that, man. I gotta look at the data. I gotta do my research. You know, just because it's slow right now don't mean it's gonna always be slow. Things gonna pick up. You just gotta figure it out. Figure it out. What's your certain way that works for you? You know what what's gonna help you. You feel me? Like help you get to where you trying to get to, and while trusting the process. That's all it is. That's all it be, man. That's all it is. That's all it be. Cause boy, doing something, and I said all the time, every day, doing something all the time, every day, you gonna get tired of it. You gonna get tired of it. It's gonna be times where it's like you had thoughts where it's like, I'm done. Maybe I'm done. But I feel like I said, you gotta stay in that mindset. You gotta stay in that mentality to where it's like, I'm not quitting. I don't care how I'm feeling. I don't care what I'm thinking. I'm not quitting. I'm not giving up. That thought ain't even gonna cross my mind. Just because of where I'm trying to be and what I'm trying to achieve. Like that thought of quitting and giving up, and nah, it'll never be that. It would never ever be that. I gotta stay focused. I gotta keep grinding. I gotta keep putting in work because I got a future. I got a future. Like I say, I don't care how ugly it get. I don't care how hard it get. I'ma still show up and put the work in. Everything else, man, look here. Distractions, temptation, all that stuff, I ain't worried about that, man. I got somewhere to be, you know? I got somewhere to be, and I'm gonna keep putting the work in till I get to where I need to be. Keep putting the work in, keep showing up, keep grinding, stay positive. Stay positive, man. Keep going. If you know, you know. They say the turtle won the race, man. Slow, slow and steady. Trust the process. Take your time and don't rush. Take your time. Be cool. Be okay with the errors you have, the setbacks, all of that stuff. Turning your losses into lessons, keeping it with you. So when the next round come, you know what to do. You know all of that stuff, man. Just pay attention. Like I say, self-awareness, man. Where you made mistakes at in life, man, correct them the next time they come around. Understand, have understanding, all of that stuff, man. Have understanding, take the risk, jump on ideas you may have for yourself, all of that stuff. Any of the new viewers join, and make sure you hit that sub and that like button for me. Make sure you hit that sub and that like button for me. I would appreciate it. But yeah, though, man, gotta stay focused. You gotta stay focused. You can't waste your time, your potential, your value. None of that, man. None of it. Yeah, no. Yeah, it's definitely. I'm like, boy, today. I was tired, man. I ain't gonna lie. I was definitely tired today. Today got me. Even though I'm like, man, I'm a work, go to work, put the work in, make my money, get off stream, make sure I stream twice. keep showing up, man, because that's what it's about. Like I said to y'all, man, I ain't just like I always say, I don't just be talking to my supporters, man, and you know my family, but I be talking to myself too. Like the advice that I be giving, I be making sure I gotta take myself, standing on top of that. And even though like I ain't afraid to say in real life, in real time, I still make mistakes, you know. Still mess up, still go through the ups and downs, but still keep going though. You got to. You got to, man. Don't dwell in sadness for too long, Don't dwell in what you don't have too long, man. You got to start like have the mentality of you gonna have it, you gonna get it, you gonna make it happen. You feel me? You gon' things are going to get better. What's up? What's up? Shout out 408 SJ. Dang. Shout out 408 SJ Bree. What's up? How you feeling? Appreciate you for tuning in. Appreciate you for tuning in, man. How you feeling? How you feeling? But yeah, though, gotta keep striving, man. You gotta keep striving, putting the work in. Yeah. Man, I'm good. I can't call it. Like I say, I'm on stream, man. Talking to my supporters, man, and chilling. Chilling, putting the work in. That's all it's about. Showing up and putting the work in. Staying positive and staying consistent. Staying positive, staying consistent, staying disciplined. All of that type of stuff. Yep. So I'm currently working on like I say, I'm still working on my money management. I'm working on my financial literacy right now. I think that's my biggest one of my biggest steps right now is working on my money management and trying to focus on that and making sure I show up and be consistent for myself every day. All aspects like with work, with streaming, with what I'm trying to do. Also on the side, multiple things. What do you do? Um, what I do for work, I like work on planes and stuff. Pretty much, if you would, a broad answer, basically work on planes. That's what I be doing, man, for at least like say about 8 hours. 8 hours, man. I'll be doing that, and then once I do that, I try to fit in working out, and then streaming too, and then on my free time watching what I like to watch and learn and trying to learn what I can. Yeah, no, but yep, that's what I do, and I be chilling. I be chilling, man. Ain't nothing gonna come easy, especially today. Ain't nothing gonna come easy. You can't be expecting no handouts. You can't be expecting, for just some help. And that's like I say in the stream before, man. That's one thing about me. I don't really be expecting like help. I don't be expecting like handouts or none of that stuff. I be on some the type of time and I gotta go get it. I gotta make something happen. I gotta create something. Make a way. I don't be on the type of time to where it's like, oh well, somebody else got it. Then I'm worried about that. Nah, I'm more so I be in my own world too much. I be in my own world. I think about what I need to do for myself and focus on that and get that done. I don't really be focused on nothing else for real. Yep, that's all I be doing, man. I just try to focus on getting my life together, doing what I need to do. And even if things ain't working out how I wanted to, I still try to show up. What are you doing now? Man, I ain't right now I'm chilling. Right now I'm just in the car ranting, talking to y'all, talking to my supporters and chilling. I appreciate the like, y'all, man. If you is new and you joined, make sure you hit that sub and that like button. You feel me? Make sure you hit that sub and that like button. Don't waste your time, your potential, your value, or your life, you know. And what I've been a little, and just to talk about like a little background of, me, I've been doing, how long I've been doing, at first, before I was doing content, I was trying to rap. And then I started doing content. I think I've been doing content for like, on 24, 22. I think I've been doing content for like 3, 4 years. I ain't gonna lie, like it's been a good 3, 4 years of me doing content and trying to, figure out the ins and outs. The first time I was doing content, I was doing a couples channel. Um, I was doing a couples channel with my queen, and when we was doing the couples channel, it was like we was doing pranks and stuff. And then when we was doing pranks and stuff, it was like we had got monetized, but then it was like our channel had got like, restricted. So we had to take some down. And then after that too, when I was doing it too, it was like I kind of fell out of well, we fell out of doing the like pranks and stuff and you know, doing that type of content. I wanted to switch it up, because I felt like I was kind of, you just experiencing and you learning what's for you and what's not for you. And that's why I just be giving the advice of, if you got an idea, jump on it, because you never know where to lead you, where to take you. You feel me? You may like it, you may not. But at the same time, at least you could say you experienced it, you went through it and you tried it, and it either worked or it didn't work. But at the end of the day, at least you know. So that's why I say take a risk, jump on an idea. You never know until you try it, and experience be one of the best teachers in life. So I always jump on something, you might have a thought or idea, man. You never know how to go. So but yeah, that's what made me, I'm like, I'd rather push something, that's more like, purposeful, you know, something that's just like that changed the narrative of it. Don't get me wrong. I feel like it was a good experience. Everything in life that you experience, I feel like is good as long as it ain't nothing too bad. But yeah, man, cherish your time, cherish the time, man, and don't waste it. Do what you can do with your time. Respect your life, all of that type of stuff. Your character is important, integrity, accountability, and I feel like me growing up, I had to learn them things. I ain't always it wasn't always no respect, it wasn't always accountability, it wasn't always good character with me. I had to learn and go through certain things in order to, you feel me, be aware of those type of traits that I should have as a man. Having good character, having accountability, being consistent, all of those things matter when you are a man in life, you know, and you trying to, and you, especially if you got kids and you trying to be a representation, you know, it comes a time where it's like you gotta let your childish self go. You feel me? You gotta let your old self go, and changing is for the better. And it's not just for you. The change is not just for you. It's for the people that you love. It's for you, but it's for the people that you love. It's about, you know, your legacy, all of that stuff. So when you when you thinking about that, it's like you let your old self go, you let the childish ways go, man. Your character, accountability, consistency, man, integrity, all of that stuff is what really matters as a man, you know? So, and like I said, I had to learn and I had to experience, I had to go through certain things in order to realize that, you know, like I say, nobody's perfect. You make mistakes. Only thing you do is get up and keep trying, you know? Figure it out. Figure it out, man. Hold on, y'all. But yeah, my fault. My fault, y'all. But yeah, though, figure it out, man. Get your life together, man. Take risks. Take risks. Jump on ideas you may have. You never know where it will lead you. You never know. Just try it. But I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate the love and support. And another thing, too, before I leave and in the stream, you know, everybody's going to have their opinions in life. You feel me? Somebody's gonna have an opinion on your life, you know. But the only opinion that matters, and the only, you know, thing that matters is you. You know what you want to do with your life, what you think about your life, how you feel about your life, the work you want to put in. The only thing that matter in life is you and your world, and you creating the life that you want for yourself. Everybody opinions and however they feel or about what you trying to do with your life don't matter, man. Do what you need to do for you. You know, do what you need to do for your life, man. Ain't nobody, if it's not the creator, then it don't matter. You know, everybody got their opinions on what you should be doing and where you should be, but at the same time, though, the only thing that matters is how you feel, you know, spiritually, in your soul, you know, all of that. What you feel like your destiny is. Should nobody else tell you what your destiny is, because they're not you. They're not you. Simple, man. So take control of your destiny, man. Take control of your future. You know, shout out Mick 07E. What's up, Mick? How you feeling? My day going good, man. My day going good, man. I appreciate you for asking how your day going, man. But yeah, though, I feel like how can I say? I'm trying to see. Even on a bad day, it's still going good, you know, cause you, like I said, you gotta look at the positive in life, you know. Having a bad day and then looking at the negative, you know, having a perspective that's negative ain't gonna help the bad day. You know, you gotta think about the things you have that others may not have, you know? Like, you gotta think about, you may have a good relationship, you may have a good family, you may have a good somewhere to stay, you know, you may have water, you may have food, you may have, you know, it's a lot of things, you know, you just gotta be. you gotta look at, and that's gonna help your bad days out, because a lot of times people have bad days, and it could take one thing to tick you off, to crash out and blow you and set you back, but you can't think about that, man. You gotta can't think of, if one more bad thing happened to me today, I'm just gonna crash out, cause then it's gonna set you back, man. It's gonna set you back like and depending on how you crash out, it may set you back 5 years, 10 years, and it's not worth it. It don't be worth it. Now, like I said before, if it's about a respect thing, that's different. But if it's something little, as far as like words and things that's not necessarily as big as your respect, like say like somebody just like genuinely disrespecting you, touching you, and like that's different. But if it's something little, like some words and little things that just tick you off, you woke up on the wrong side of bed, then it's like you got to think positive. You got to have a positive perspective that's not going to crash you out. That's not going to fuel to having a negative day and fuel to your bad side. You got to have that switch, that switch where you could flip it on and off, because you got to be in control of it, and can't let it control you, because when it control you, it's over with. It's over with. If you can't control it, but you let it control you, it's a G. That's game, man. That's game, because we all got that flip, that switch. That angry side, that bad side, and that good side. We all got it. Everybody got it. Shout out Mick. Appreciate you, Mick. You too, man. Have a good night. Appreciate you. Shout out Bryson. What's up, Bryson? How you feeling, man? Appreciate you for tuning in. Hey, if y'all new, make sure y'all hit that sub and that like button for me. I appreciate the love and support and everybody that tuned in and showed love for real. You know, man, we going all in. I'm going all in. Yeah, more in. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Definitely tired, man. Sleep finna be good. They sleep finna be good. Ain't gonna hold you. Ain't gonna hold you. Oh yeah, my fault. Appreciate you for tuning back in, then, country boy. Appreciate you for tuning in and showing love and support for real, man. How everything going? Yeah. Hope everything is good though, man. Hope life treating you well. You know, and all the love and support is, man, appreciated for real from everybody. Everybody that tuned in, commented, watched. You know, it's like I said, man. Starting when I was starting off, and it's crazy because I don't even remember like starting off at like 0 subscribers, zero, 1, 2, you know, 1, 2 subscribers, 10, 50, just grateful to be, you know, gain, and then, get new supporters. So that's what I've been grateful for, like just gaining and getting new supporters, because it's like, when you starting from 0, 1, 2, 10, and then sometimes I ain't gonna lie, I could, because my lives could be slow, to where it's like it's only like 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 people in it, but you forget the times from when you started and it was nobody. You know, it wasn't nobody showing love. It wasn't nobody showing support. It was just you and the camera. You feel me? It was just you and recording. That's it. That's all. So sometimes, like, you just gotta appreciate. You know, who, whether it's one person in your, and this just advice. Whether it's one person in your life, it's two people. You feel me? Appreciate the one or two people that's supporting you and that's showing love to you consistently. You feel me? Because you never know. You know, being appreciative and recognizing that support and returning the energy, it could take a long way, man. That's all you really need. You just need like one or two strong supporters, man. Consistent supporters, and you can go a long way. You feel me? Till you build your audience up, you build your, you feel me, your purpose up, all of that stuff. So appreciate the small things, man. Don't always, you know, overlook the small things because something ain't big in the moment. You know, always be grateful for the little things in life. You know, that's what it's about. But yeah, though, y'all, man, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate all the love, support, everybody that tuned in, man. I wish everybody peace, love, positivity, and blessings. Keep going up, man. Keep doing what you need to do. Stay focused, stay disciplined, stay consistent. You can do anything you want to do as long as you believe it. Appreciate y'all, and I'm out, y'all. Peace.